So, talking about maintenance fees, and it will link to the next reason number 6, which is that you have no control over the price points of the maintenance fees and also what they actually spend your money on. You don't have any control over that. So to me, I'm just like, okay, I don't want to go purchase a property whereby, I'm forced to pay all these fees, but I don't even see where it's going, but I have to pay it anyway. So let me give you an example. So somebody posted on a Facebook group once that they were held pretty much against their own will in the privada when they needed to move out. So they had been living in that privada for about a year or two, and time to move out. Hey, my lease is done. I'm moving back to my country. Okay. So she packed up and she arrived at the gate because, like I said, most providers will have a security guard. And so she was about to exit, and the security man was like, no, sorry, you can't leave. She was like, why can't I leave? I mean, I know you, you know me, we've never had any issues. What's going on? And then the security guard was like, oh, actually, you haven't paid your maintenance fees in many, many, many months. And she was like, well, that's none of my business because I was a tenant, I was only renting, and I'm pretty sure the landlord, the owner of the property where I was living, charging me maintenance fees. So that's up to the landlord or the owners to be paying you guys. That's none of my business. But she had to go, she went back and forth with them until eventually, lucky enough for her, they allowed her to leave, right? So can you imagine, like, the craziness of that? The craziness, like, you're paying the maintenance fees as a part of your rent, but for some reason, the owners chose to keep that money in their pocket. They were not paying, right? So that's one thing about all these HOA fees and all these fees. Sometimes you're paying, but the other people aren't paying. And so really, you're not really seeing the results of what you're paying for, because then the admin will tell you that, hey, not everybody paid, so we didn't have enough money to do this project. Oh, the reason why we didn't do the project to the quality that we all expected was because, well, about 30% of the people who own properties here decided not to pay, right? So I just said, no, like, I don't want to get myself involved in something whereby I will need to be fighting and arguing with the board of the privada. I don't know what they call themselves.